So here we are in Science in Context. Where you're going to go to is you're going to go to Browse Topics. So in here are listed a whole bunch of what are called portal pages. Let me just give you a quick example right here in air pollution. Here's air pollution right there. There's the portal page for air pollution. If I click on this, it just gives a general portal page right here. The very top of it right here is just a general article about air pollution, just gives you an overall general view. Featured content is some content that you might want to use because it's content that is curated by the publisher as really good articles on this topic. Reference articles are definitely a place that you want to go to. It lists the top 3 right here, but if you click on reference here, you can see there'll be 192 more articles, and we're going to talk in just a moment about how you can narrow your search a little bit. There's other stuff on here that you don't absolutely need to concern yourself with too much, but there might be some really good stuff in like academic journals or magazines that you might find. And news, if you end up being in charge of a slide that's about a current event in your topic, news is where you're going to want to come to. But again, you don't have to worry about that right now at this moment. You just need to worry about your subtopic. Okay, so from here well, actually, I'm going to go back here because what I want to show you is I want to show you a couple other topics that are a little bit different to find here. So, for example, if I'm doing extreme oil, if I look under oil, you'll see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different portal pages on oil. There's also a portal page on hydraulic fracturing as well. So if that's your subtopic, you'd have to look under the H's. Let me give you another example right here, nuclear energy. So some of yours may be a little bit different, and like I said, you just need to get looking for it, or try all the different places to look for it. Nuclear energy, here we go. Here's nuclear energy. If I go into nuclear energy, and let's say I have the subtopic nuclear waste management, okay? Or also in the parentheses on that subtopics page, so if I scroll down to the subtopic page right here, the parentheses has radioactive waste right here. That's kind of me giving you a hint as to what term to look for. I don't want to hold your hand completely in the research process. You do need to kind of figure out a lot of the stuff on your own. Research, I'm going to be honest, is not always easy. If your research, you're finding you're really having to read a lot and having to search, that's actually kind of good. You're getting beyond just the general stuff and you're trying to find more good information, okay? So it might take a little bit of work, and that's okay. So in nuclear energy right here, I'm going to go into the reference articles. There's 72 of them. And let's say I have the subtopic radioactive waste here. What I can do is on the right-hand side, so here's all of the reference articles. On the right-hand side, I can limit my search by a certain kind of a subject. If I click View More right here, and look, one of them is radioactive wastes right here. I can also search within the results. So I could have typed in radioactive waste right there. But if I just click on radioactive wastes here, then it brings up reference articles that are only on radioactive waste, okay? So remember to limit your search by within the reference articles or within the magazines or academic journals, whatever subject it is you are looking under here, okay? So yeah, make sure that you do that. So now let me tell you about how exactly you're going to take highlights and notes within Science in Context. This is one of the coolest tools within these databases. So let's say that I'm using this article right here to be able to do some reference. Once that article pops up, there we go. If I'm reading along, what I can do is, let's say that I think that this is a really good fact right here that I want to use in my presentation. I highlight it, and when I let go of the mouse button, it gives me the option to highlight and note take. I can highlight here whatever color it is I want to, and I can also type in some notes here. Use this quote, okay, as a reminder to myself, or I can start typing part of the script that I want to use in my presentation eventually. Click Save. You can go through this whole entire article and highlight things. Let's say I think this is another good one right here. I can highlight this one. You can change colors if you want to. And then I can even go back and I can go to another article if I want to. Let's say I want to read this radioactive pollution one. And when I go through this one, maybe I like this right here, so I'm going to highlight this one right here, okay? And then here's what I do. Once I'm done with everything, and I've highlighted everything that I want to do, before I sign out for the day, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to More, and then I'm going to go to Highlights and Notes. In Highlights and Notes, it gathers all of the highlights and notes that I've taken over all of the different articles. So you'll see this one's from this document, this one's from the same document, this one's from a different document right there. Any notes that I've written are in here. I can also add some more notes if I want to. And then what I can do is I can download this. I can download it into my Google Drive. So I'm going to download this and save this into my Google Drive. It might ask me to sign in, it might not, but there it goes. It says my documents will appear in Google Drive shortly. If I go into now my Google Drive, I'm going to click Apps here, and I'm going to go into my Google Drive. It creates a new folder, Science and Context, and if I open up this, here are my highlighted articles. So these are all of the notes that I've taken today. I collected today 1, 2, 3 different facts today that I want to use.